My name is Jason Alexis. I'm the Economic Development Manager for Saik'uz First Nation, and I am a community member and a member of this Nuvkaiwatan. I've held this position as Economic Development Manager since January of 2019. I'm just up here to inform the membership of the actions made in the Economic Development Department within the last year. The position requires me to manage or assist in many projects. This requires me to research and inform General Manager, Chief and Council of any issues and concerns in each project the nation is involved with. As the Economic Development Manager, I have seek guidance from Barry Vickers, of whom I'm grateful for all his input and mentorship. In my role as Economic Development Manager, after I've informed the leadership, leadership then gives me the order on how to proceed in each project that I'm involved with. Another function that I perform is, as the Economic Development Manager, is I sit on various committees or act as contact where I advocate for the implementation of terms of agreements that the nation have with funders, municipalities, provincial and federal agencies, and industry. A big part of my role is networking. Networking is necessary for myself and vital for the nation to capitalize on opportunities and to have the appropriate contacts so we may expand on our own source revenue and employment opportunities. Network also provides me the opportunity for the nation to obtain valuable knowledge and skills from professionals and to gain capacity by training provided by industry partners. During my networking, I also find other sources of revenue through funding and companies in which we can work together and partner with other companies to attain contracts. A big part of my role here involves the internal operations. Saik'uz has many current internal operations that service operations, services, and business activities, which requires me to monitor, ensure they're efficient and are still viable. All activities that Saik'uz is involved with must be examined, researched, prioritized, and possibly reconfigured. I'm also involved with property management and research other future acquisitions that the nation may be interested in and may benefit from. I'm also involved with many of the infrastructure projects that the nation has that is involved with right now. I manage and develop and monitor agreements with governments and other nations and industry. Also internally, we have been developing companies and are developing future companies for future projects. In the past year, I have been working with Coastal GasLink. The project is a 670 kilometer natural gas pipeline that starts between Chetwynd and Dawson Creek. Saik'uz is involved in the activities in Section 4 and 5. Section 4 has been, for the most part, completed. Only outstanding activity is the reclamation process. Section 5 has a new prime contractor, Macro Lotley, in which I am working with to obtain as much of the training, employment activities for our nation's members. We are also bidding on other contracts through our joint venture partnership with Lately Tene, Notley, and Stalaten. The company is called Fly Ventures. Another role I provide is managing agreements. Saik'uz has many past and present and pending agreements with companies, organizations, provincial and federal government. I've become familiar with some of these current agreements and I'm cognizant of the importance of being intimately familiar with the contracts and orders and it is my task to enforce the commitments that were provided in these agreements. I am continually keeping our partners accountable for the agreements that we have made and advocate on the nation's behalf. At this moment, I am on 7 separate committees in regards to this. Another major projects is special projects, and which is diverse and ever-changing. I'm utilized to use in many different endeavors. A big portion of my duties is coordinating funding through proposals and government funding exterior to the funding that Indigenous Services Canada provides. I submit new proposal and become aware of and accept and initiate the process of applying for new proposals. At this time, I'm in the various stages of 12 different proposals. I would like to notify membership that I applied through extensive proposal process that is reviewed by a board, and I was able to liberate $10 million for economic development initiatives. The nation has indicated specific activities in the proposal. A portion of the funding will be used to incubate and provide a loan program for entrepreneurs which are members of the Saik'uz First Nation. It has been a difficult year. The release of the pandemic measures have restarted many projects simultaneously, and Saik'uz First Nation administration staff have worked diligently for the memberships in the hopes to meet as much needs of Saik'uz First Nations. I would like to thank Chief and Council for their assistance and all of the past and present general managers that I have worked with. I'd also like to thank Barry Vickers for his guidance and patience. I would also like to acknowledge the staff and members of their tireless work in the band office. And lastly, I'd like to thank the membership for your patience if we were not able to respond immediately. Merci.